This is women's ODI number 3, the final one of the series. Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, the two 11s. Sri Lanka going with the unchanged 11. Bangladesh make 2 changes, Farzana Hoque-Pinky and Fahima Khatun, the 2 inclusions. We've got some very inspirational cricketers, some new cricketers who've come in.
2 shot for her. Sharmin Sultana gets another boundary. 9 runs from this 𝗂𝗎𝐻 over. That's in the gap. Will fetch a boundary for Sharmin Sultana.
I think that has been deliberately played. That is to stretch right now. Very well played. With soft.
This is the second time she played the shot, and this time even better. Waited for it, played it very late, and she knew that there is a vacant zone, so comes down the pitch. It's a lovely shot from Farzana Hoque-Pinky. Goes over the top for a boundary.
Start that they've made.
Right through the gate. I think it just hit the timber. 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 strikes. First wicket goes down for Bangladesh. It's the deviation, the movement. And once again, the bowler with the magical arm strikes. In the very third delivery, it's 28 for 1 Bangladesh. Right now, rocking back, finds the gap, races away towards the boundary. That's a cracking shot.
Excellent footwork from Sharmin Akhtar-Shubhta, a woman in form. Top scorer for Bangladesh in the first game, scored 86.
Well, this time played with the hard hands, that might go all the way. 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃, brilliant effort at the dip. Sliding towards her right to fetch the ball in. They have been brilliant today. This time, a mix-up. And her brilliant innings comes to an end. A misunderstanding between both the batters. And that caused the run out. Disappointing stuff by the Bangladeshi batters. It was never the run. They should not go for it. Sharmin Sultana calls for the run. She just placed the ball towards mid-wicket. There was a fielder installed there, and that has been refused by Sharmin Akhtar-Shubhta. And that the miscommunication, misunderstanding really cost Bangladesh their second wicket. It's 34 for 2 Bangladesh.
This is poor from Sharmin Sultana.
Now once again the teasing line, teasing length, driven towards cover, races away for the boundary. Once again, just using the pace of the ball. That's a brilliant shot played by Sharmin Akhtar.
The finger spinners for Sri Lanka doing the job. That beats the infield. And will that beat the outfield as well? No. Good fielding. Brilliant delivery, goes with the arm, beats her, all ends up. You needed a magical delivery to pick up Sharmin Akhtar-Shubhta, and Nimisha does that for Sri Lanka.
Acceleration for the Lankans, and what a delivery that was. An absolute peach to get rid of Sharmin Akhtar-Shubhta, who was looking very good in the middle. The ball came back in with the angle and the arm and castled Shubhta. She'll be disappointed going back for 25. Bangladesh lose their third at 69 for 3.
That's a cracking shot. Finds the gap. First boundary after a very long time, and it's been produced by Subhana Mustari. Fumble brings up the boundary. Subhana Mustari just rocking back, using the pace of taking the aerial route. Takes on the bowler, races away towards the boundary. Subhana Mustari, she is on a mission. Rocking back, using the pace of the ball, bisecting between 2 fielders, chase on. Well, this time taking on the bowler, taking the aerial route, ended up into the hands of the fielder. Nigar Sultana Jyoti, she has to depart. She has played her part. but this time was not able to clear the fence. The hard work of 𝗂𝗃𝗧 got the result, got the reward. Nigar Sultana Jyoti, a disappointing stuff at the very end. She goes for 40. It's 134 for Bangladesh. New batter in. Shorna Akhtar has been very much proactive into the middle from the very early stage. Starts off with couple of runs. Taking the aerial route. That's a cracking shot. That goes away for the boundary. Subhana Mustari, she's on a mission. Finds the boundary.
Loves that shot.
This time taking the aerial route. Trying to beat mid off. A slight fumble. But ended up into the hands of the fielder. Shorna Akhtar being very over-ambitious. Taking on the bowler. Trying to take the aerial route. But this time she also has to depart. A mighty blow for Bangladesh. It's 143 for 5. Nimesha, the bowler with the magical arm, picks up another wicket. Shorna goes for 3. It's 5 down for Bangladesh. And this time enforcing Subhana Mustari to play the shot. That's a cracking cover drive that goes away for the boundary. 150 brings up for Bangladesh by the grace of it.
Nicely struck in between the two fielders. She'll find the gap. That goes. 𝗬𝗏𝗄𝗧 struck that really well.
Change of fielders doesn't bring the luck.
Flights that. Under edge, slightly lucky there. 𝗬𝗏𝗄𝗧's a chase is on for the fielders, but the ball will win the race. Back-to-back boundaries.
Streaky, but she gets it. Was looking to sweep the ball, got a bottom edge.
Steps out, tries to clear it over the top, but only finds the fielder within the circle. Mistimed, and Kavisha Dilhari will celebrate one more time. She's picked up her 3rd. And Sri Lanka get another breakthrough. The dangerous looking 𝗬𝗏𝗄𝗧 has to depart.
Bangladesh were needing a boundary, and 𝗬𝗏𝗄𝗧 tried to provide that. Used her feet, came down the pitch and was looking to go over the covers. But on that mission, the ball went straight up and landed in the safe pair of hands in the inner ring.
Coming in from the far end, short, cut away, finds the gap. Subhana Mustari has been brilliant.
Not the right delivery to bowl against Subhana Mustari. She is a very good player when she cuts the ball. Again, she pierces the gap through the offside and earns herself a boundary. A tad bit short and wide outside the off stump from Nimesha.
Goes for the big shot. That sounded good, but good fielding as well. Steps out, goes past the bowler, long on fielder. Will have to take the challenge, and she fails. What a strike. Solid from Subhana. Steps out one more time. This time length, drag back. Will go for the second. Nahida is running. Subhana Mustari might be struggling. A direct hit could have been curtains for her. But that almighty dive saves her. Applause from the dugout in the Bangladesh end. What an innings it has been. Stands her ground. Will pick up a single. Not more than that. Oh, they're running for the second. They're going for the second. A weak throw. Frustration for Sri Lanka. And Mustari keeps strike.
Again, a poor throw. Last time when Subhana Mustari made the dive.
Goes big. It's high. Doesn't get the distance, and a nicely taken catch. Cool and composed. And Subhana Mustari's innings comes to an end. And Bangladesh end up with 213 for the loss of 8 wickets. But what an innings it has been from Subhana Mustari. She will have her head held high. And in the end, she was the one who carried Bangladesh to a fighting total, I'd say. Bangladesh have won the toss, elected to bat first. Shupta with 25, the two openers contributing a bit as well, and 𝗬𝗏𝗄𝗧 with a little cameo in the end, 20 of 16.
6 bowlers used from the Lankan side. Madara, 9 overs, 48 for 1. Nimesha has done well, all except the last over, 40 for 2. 9 overs in innings. Till then, stay with us. We will be right back with the drama of chasing.
Welcome back. We're here for the Sri Lanka run chase. This is women's ODI number 3.
Fumble. And that brings out the first runs for the Sri Lankans. Marufa Akhtar. Outside edge, just the fingertips. Gets past the fielder and gets the boundary. Fahima Khatun was on the jump. Tried to catch the ball. The ploy was on for Bangladesh. Down the track, taking the aerial route. Finds the gap. Finds the boundary as well. Another boundary being scored by Chamarata Patu and Marufa Akhtar. She's maintaining the ploy, but all the hard works. Once again, bitten, and the finger raised up. The big fish gone. Marufa Akhtar strikes. First blow for the Sri Lankans. By the grace of some brilliant planning behind the stumps by Nigar Sultana Jyoti, the ball just deviated away from the left-hander. She came down the track, bitten by the deviation, got the outside edge, and first wicket for Bangladesh.
This is exceptional bowling from Marufa. Whatever movement was possible, she got it. And Chamari Atapatu stepping out one more time, trying to drive that over. But unfortunately, finds the outside edge. It was dying down on Jyoti. A nice catch on her part as well.
That's a cracking shot. In between two fielders. She finds the boundary.
It's the top scorer for Sri Lanka. And there she goes. A fluent drive through the carpet, onto the fence for 4. Off the back foot. Finds the gap. It is a quick outfield. The race is on. But Dulani will find her first boundary finally. Sharmin Shupta was the chaser.
Dulani. Aerial, and in the gap as well. The chase will go in vain as the ball will speed to the fence for a boundary. Again, it's a very good shot. Don't bother running. It came from the sweetest part of the willow and has brought a very sweet result. Though, again, goes back to the back foot. A single will be fetched.
Sloppy. Sloppy. That brings out another boundary for the Sri Lankans.
Goes for the reverse. That's high in the air, but above the fielder as well. Ritumoni gives the chase and then gives up. A welcome boundary for the Lankans. Even over against Fahima. Goes for the sweep. Times it nicely. No chance for the fielder. A boundary to end the over. An expensive one. Sri Lanka getting a move on. Another over done. Over number 26. Sri Lanka 96 for 1. Down the leg. And that will be a boundary. The boundary is starting to flow for Sri Lanka. Another expensive over. A hug and the raise of the bat from Hassini Pereira. Another 50. That was drifting in, but nicely played paddle. No fielder in and around. Another boundary.
Talking about the unorthodox field setup. Now improvising. A vacant space brings up the boundary. A bit wider, beats the fielder, goes through the fielder. That is going away towards the boundary. The partnership moves on to 105 by the grace of this boundary. And Sri Lankan batters, they're having a great time. They're making the best use of it. Return catch! Marufa Akhtar takes it. Hard work pays off. It was shaping in towards the right-hander and driven to the bowler. Marufa Akhtar takes a brilliant catch. Second wicket goes down for Sri Lanka. Are we on to something here now?
The sudden excitement says it all. The return catch to none other than Marufa Akhtar comes in, gets the breakthrough. Himesha Dulani was already looking a bit tired.
A half century. Marufa Akhtar shaping back in towards the right-hander. Got the return catch right. It's difficult for the pace bowlers because after finishing the delivery, during the follow-through, taking the catch.
But nonetheless, an excellent knock from the young Sri Lankan here.
That brings in Sultana Khatun from the com box and going for the sweep shot. On the chase, the fielder. Still not there. This time tossing it up. Sloppy. Sloppy. Nahida Akhtar goes through her. And that brings out another boundary for the Sri Lankans. Now finds the gap. Beats in field, beats the fielder. A wonderful boundary brought up by the batter.
Pure timing and class. Didn't try to overhit.
This time getting the timing right. Beats in field, beats the boundary as well. Back-to-back boundaries for Sri Lankans.
Bit of width on offer. And Hassini Pereira absolutely pounces into it. Very much frugal. Again, a dab towards deep third. A long chase for the fielder. Subhana Mustari does well to prevent the boundary. A lot of blame should be gone to the fielders who's missed opportunities.
This time beats the cover fielders and beats the boundary as well. Races that away for a boundary. That's a brilliant delivery. That was a Jaffa. Right on the money by Marufa Akhtar. It was the in-swinging Yorker trying to deceive the batter, but ended up very well negotiated by the batter.
54 more runs.
This time over the top. Will find the boundary. Lovely stroke. Full toss. Tries to take full toll of it and does. A boundary off the bat of Samara Wickrama.
A gift of a delivery from Nahida Akhtar. It was a full toss. Harshita came down the pitch and belted it through mid-wicket.
Again a full toss. Again a drive. This time beats the mid-off fielder. Consecutive boundaries from the bat of Harshita. Outside edge. An element of luck. But Harshita will take it. Another boundary. Third in the over. Expensive from Nahida. Picked up a wicket in one of those previous matches. That's a nicely paddled shot that will find the fence. They're making it look very easy now. Hassini Pereira. Her bat doing the talk. But she looks like she has the hunger to score runs again. Avoids the fielder. A challenge. Was she able to stop that? She'll claim. Farzana 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 on that occasion. Stopped a couple of runs for her side. Played it on the up. Misfield. Sloppy from Bangladesh overall. Another boundary. Goes for the Yorker. Again! This is unacceptable. Steps out. And this is taken. Oh, it's unfortunate. Hassini Pereira perishes. And Subhana Mustari finally picks up a wicket with the batter desperate to go for that big shot.
Well, well, well. She will be so disappointed. Was waiting so badly for her maiden ODI 100. Depart scoring 95 from 131. Nonetheless, it's a very good innings under a lot of pressure.
Full toss. The fielder is there. Will pick it up. And 6 wickets. Oh, that struck. That struck fiercely. And Harshita picks up a boundary. Full toss. Will go for one. Will they return for the second? No. The scores are tied. Or is that a no ball called already? Well, handshakes happening. A high full toss, no ball called, which means Sri Lanka have won the third women's ODI by 7 wickets with 21 balls in hand. Best of the lot for Sri Lanka. Nimesha picked up 2, Madara picked up 1. Sri Lanka women in reply, 214 for 3.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit 𝗃sports.com.